And we're live.
Okay. Welcome to our board meeting for July. Let's open with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Trustee Hannah?
Here.
Trustee Cole?
Here.
Code?
Here.
Public Works?
Here.
Fire Chief?
Here. Here.
The next meeting will be a special meeting on August 5th at 999 Chambers at 6 o'clock. Because the normal meeting falls on National Night Out, so we just move it to one day.
It's actually the 6th. That's it. Yeah. I caught that. And,
Thank
yeah. So it'll be Thursday the 6th.
David,
Thursday. Oh, see, I thought it was on Wednesday, that's
I'll
one.
make a motion to cancel the regular meeting.
Okay. All right, I move that we cancel the regular meeting on August 4th, and have a special meeting on Thursday the 6th, at 6 o'clock. on Chambers Road.
Second.
Trustee Cole?
Yes,
Trustee Hannah?
Yes.
motion to accept the agenda with flexibility.
Second.
Trustee Hannah?
Yes.
Trustee Cole?
Yes. Move to approve the minutes as written and corrected on June 24th.
Second.
Trustee Hannah?
Yes.
Trustee Cole?
Yes. Move to approve the June 24th to July 7th bills and upcoming July payroll.
Second.
Trustee Cole?
Yes.
Trustee Hannah?
Yes.
Do you have anything on the budget you want to change before we approve it?
No.
Talk about? Okay. So I move to approve the 2027 budget as presented with the public 2 weeks ago. Nothing's been changed since then, right?
No.
No, okay. So I move to approve the 27 budget.
Second.
Trustee Cole?
Yes.
Trustee Hannah?
Yes. Do we take comment?
Hmm?
Do we take comment?
And
Okay.
Make sure you take comments after
Oh.
each motion. Take comments.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Were there any comments on that? Because we can rescind our vote. Sorry about that. All right.
We had a pretty in-depth meeting a couple weeks ago
Yeah.
over Chambers Road and went through line item by line item. There was like 4 or 5 residents there.
Mhm.
Request a resolution approving the plan, operation and governance for the Sustainable Ohio Public Energy Council, known as SOPAC, Natural Gas Aggregation Program, and for the purpose of jointly establishing and implementing a natural gas aggregation program.
Second.
Trustee Cole?
Yes.
Trustee Hannah?
Oh, no.
Let's do some discussion.
Discussion?
Any discussion?
I just wanted to quick update since voting day. I didn't know if it passed or not.
Oh, yes, they both passed.
Okay.
And so, and we have Stephen here tonight, so they both passed and we are officially approved tonight, and then I think, do you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, so that's right. I mean, the May primary happened, and it was approved. I can't remember what the margin was. We talked about this, but
It wasn't even close.
yeah, it wasn't close by a wide margin. So The township has previously passed legislation to join SOPAC, adopted our bylaws. What we're doing tonight are two separate resolutions, just establishing our plan of operation and governance for the aggregation programs. Every aggregation program has to be filed with the PUCO, the Public Utilities Commission of Ohio. By joining SOPAC, you can use our plan of operation and governance for that purpose. It's a very lengthy legally document, and so by joining SOPAC, you're using our POG instead of having your own. So that's what you're adopting tonight, just those two plans of operation and governance.
The second one, request. Anybody else?
Any other discussion?
Okay, now we vote.
Okay, trustee Clark?
Yes.
Trustee Hammond?
Yes.
Request a resolution improving the operation and governance for the Sustainable Ohio Public Energy Council electric aggregation program, and for the purpose of jointly establishing and implementing an electric aggregation program.
Second?
All good.
Oh, good. I did want to say, Stephen, are there any updates on how our rates are looking right now? Like when you think we'll be?
Yeah, so last week, I forgot to mention, we had the public hearings on the plans of operation and governance. We're required by law to hold 2 hearings before you guys can vote on the resolution. So there, I kind of said, you know, with it being so hot last week, I kind of expected the market to be way up. We actually just yesterday met with AP Energy, our supplier, and we are actually currently in a dip in the market. Because if you think about it, your program, the soonest it could start if we lock rates tomorrow would be September. That excludes all of the hottest months of the year. So that's actually why we're seeing the dip that we are. So we think that this could be a potentially favorable time to lock a rate. The rates that we're seeing are well below what the standard service offer is offered by the local utility. I don't know off the top of my head exactly what it is because it fluctuates hourly really because it's an open market. But we think that this could be potentially favorable time to lock, and we'll be coordinating with the township, assuming that trend continues this week.
Electricity only or gas as well?
Yes, so electricity is kind of what we're really closely monitoring. Gas is a much different product. It's more of like an insurance against the cold months and the winter. The pricing that we're seeing there is kind of middle of the road. It's not like a really favorable dip. It's not up either. We would probably recommend at this point continuing to watch the market for something that we can kind of assure people will be below what we expect the rates to be in like the coldest months of the year. So we've got some time there. There's no urgency really to lock that.
Great. Oh, and then once you guys do lock in a rate, how do we get that out to the residents? How will they know?
Yeah, as soon as it's locked, there's like a procedure with the Public Utilities Commission where we'll have to go through the filings with them. As part of that will be the opt-out letters that every resident will receive if they're eligible for the program. They'll be given a 21-day window to opt out. They'll receive 2 letters during that time. Every community is different how they want to message beyond that. That's legally what's required. We'll certainly be working with the township to get the word out about what the rates are, what to expect when you receive the opt-out letters and how that process works.
Great.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Trustee Clark?
Yes.
Trustee Hammond?
Yes.
Request a purchase order in the amount of $32,651. The City of Columbus will be surfacing Chesapeake Avenue and authorize the Township Administrator to sign the reimbursement.
That is outline item 1,760, 790, 2901.
Second. Sorry.
Trustee Clark?
Yes.
Trustee Hammond?
Yes.
Request a motion to accept the Ohio Division of EMS training and equipment grant for $2,722.28.
Second.
Anything to add to that?
It's an annual grant that we apply for, it's just for reimbursement of equipment purchases. Lieutenant Brown applied for this, we were awarded.
Excellent. Second.
Trustee Clark?
Yes.
Trustee Hammond?
Yes.
Okay. I think this is yours, Dave. Transient.
Oh, it's actually mine, but, yeah, so again, this is our working meeting, so again, anyone is welcome to just kind of, this is the time where we can all kind of talk and share ideas, so feel free to jump in. We had back here the community cleanup, the block wash. Maybe this is
Am
what
I
I
answering?
did. Yeah, so, and
This
that's,
has been added after I printed this
yeah,
one.
yeah, that would be Deborah. Did you want to talk
Yeah,
about
but-
the community cleanup?
Yes. We have on the horizon, on July 25th, Saturday at 10 a.m., a community cleanup drive. This is spearheaded by Lisa Austin Jones, who is basically the captain of the current Block Watch organization that we have over off of Audrey Road. We met earlier last month, and one of the initiatives that we're looking forward to doing is not only expanding our Clinton Township Community Block Watch, but provide specific guidance on how people go about doing that. So we'll be revisiting that part, and part of the initiative is also doing the community cleanup. Again, this is going to be on July 25th. We have the information on the website along with the sign-up form. You do not have to sign up. All you have to do is show up. We're coordinating with Chief Fraley with fire. We're going to have people park. There's ample parking spaces just west of that Sunoco. Is everybody familiar with that intersection of Huey and Cleveland? And we're also initiating a business engagement campaign as well, where we can hopefully get all the businesses on board as well, let them know what we're doing. Hopefully they can participate, and then we'll routinely be strengthening those relationships with those businesses specifically in that area, especially now that we got a lot of new fancy improvements. And that's a busy intersection. We want to specifically target that area so that we can start, hopefully, it's not going to happen overnight, keep that area clean, because a clean area typically is a safer area. Any questions on that?
Can we go to ClownCon after?
Well, perhaps. We do plan on stopping by there when we're out and about, doing a little community engagement and follow-ups with some letters as well with a lot of those, again, businesses in that area. And hopefully we can get some more Block Watch participants. So all the information is currently on the website, along with the handbook. The Block Watch handbook is on the police's page as well. So any questions on that? It's right there on the police website, or just reach out. We'll be happy to help you get up and running and help be part of the solution in Clinton Township.
Deborah, would you take a minute for those people that don't know who Macy is to introduce her?
This is Macy. Macy came on board May 18th. She's our intern, and she's been instrumental in producing a lot of the flyers and the newsletters and a lot of other projects that we're looking forward to completing. Her last day is middle of August, and we hope to do a recap on all the wonderful things she's brought to the township. And she's from Miami University. She's home for the summer. So everybody say hi to me. Hi.
Great, thank you. Yeah, so I just wanted to put on here, as this is a working meeting, to kind of talk about the transient vendor policy. You guys all see the signs that we have posted everywhere: transient vendors must register. Well, I had somebody reach out, a resident reach out to me and be like, tell me what that means, because if they have to register, then I don't need to answer my door to these people if they don't have something. And so I reached out to Dave, and he said, yes, there is they should come in here and register. There is an application. So we just, at this point, we were talking with Chief Jones and Lieutenant McCoy. We talked about the problem is there is a $50 fee. Right now, it is very difficult for the township to take cash and things like that. So I am proposing that we just waive that fee. We take that off the website at this point, because the most important thing is people register. I would rather have, and he will make them badges with their pictures on it. So I will share my story that the other day I had somebody that desperately wanted to resurface my driveway and would not leave my driveway. And I said, oh, by the way, are you registered with the township? Because all vendors must register. He's like, yeah, I gotta go. And he left. And it was great. So I'm a big fan of enforcing this policy. So, and I just wanted to kind of bring that up. And I talked with Dave, just the application is on the website under code enforcement page, but we could make it like maybe a little more prominent. Cassidy will have them in the front office. But if you are in favor of waiving the fee, I think it's more important that we know who's coming to our doors than getting a random $50 from people that may or may not actually come here.
I have a similar story. I had a couple guys come around doing like roofing and things like that. And they had a Columbus one, they had Upper Arlington, they had Grandview Heights. They didn't know that the neighborhood was a township. They say, we follow the rules everywhere we go, we do this all over the place. Where do we gotta go? I mean, so
That's great.
they had it for 3 other places. They didn't realize that the neighborhood wasn't Columbus.
Right.
And they were like apologetic and like, move over there tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's excellent. Okay. So yes, so that is something that, just so you know, when people start knocking on your door, you can ask them, have you registered with the township? And you might not have to sign up for Spectrum. So,
Right.
Can you put that in a motion?
yes, I make a motion to waive the $50 fee for transient vendor applications.
Second.
Trustee Anna?
Yes,
Trustee Clark?
Yes.
and that will all be, even though it's on your site, Dan, it is all handled through police, I guess?
That's correct.
Okay, so we just need to take it off your site?
Right.
Yeah, and
Move
then
someplace else.
maybe make it like a button or something on the...
Yeah, no
Okay,
problem.
that'd be
We're
great.
revising that application. We can have it on police's webpage tomorrow, along with the policy, and make sure that it's, the language reflects current statute.
Thank you so much. Okay, great.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
By chance, if you run into a situation that David had where they're not registered in the township, like, we just say, okay, I don't have to talk to you and move along. Is there any other steps that we should take? Because we're personally being hounded by Breeze Line, even though we told them to not.
Who
Over
has
and over and over again.
So technically, if they, am I misspeaking, but technically, if they're not
Yeah.
registered with the township, they are not to be knocking on your door, and you can say, I'm sorry, I'm not to talk to you, and I can call the police. if you
And we
don't.
always call the police department. 'Cause there's some older people in my neighborhood that are very sticklers about it. And when people continually, they just call
Yeah,
the
okay.
police, and then the car that's over
Maybe
there
that'll
just
get them to stop.
stops and gets a description, or they see people walking around, they stop them and
Yeah,
tell them they need to leave the neighborhood until they have the right
okay.
credentials.
Okay, sweet, thank you.
Okay, great. Upcoming events, I just kind of wanted to touch a little bit about American 250, even though officially the birthday was this week. We are continuing our celebration for the year, just because we don't want to rush this event. We are going to be doing a Clinton Township Living History Night. So I have put out there, and I've gotten a few names. I see some people here I'd like to talk to. But maybe doing some interviews about the past about Clinton Township, like people that have lived here a long time, that have seen a lot. I could come to your home and interview you, or you could, and kind of videotape, I'll put together like a montage for an event we're gonna have, or you could we would love for you, if you're comfortable, stand and tell stories. It'll be like an evening of storytelling. We are going down to Ohio history, getting a lot of information. I just went to the Dublin event that they had celebrating Cell's Circus, because apparently everyone in Columbus claims Cell's Circus as their own, even though we like to say it's ours. So it's Dublin. So they had a really great event. So I'm in contact with those people there to try and piggyback off a lot of their stuff. So if you know people that have been around a long time, or have been, have neighbors or whatever, if you would, email me their information, I will reach out to them, and we're going to put together a whole interactive evening that I think will be wonderful. So, yes.
Yeah, we actually have an abstract for our house, the old type of abstracts, all the way back to the guy who got it. He was a Revolutionary War. He was given 24,000 acres.
Wow.
And 6,000 was divided up between his 4 sons in the Elmore division, and then, well, we've got that abstract if you want to use that to kind of.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. And I will give you my contact, and I'd love to come over and see it. And
it's really interesting to read.
okay, yeah.
Her house before was owned by a lady that was a migrant worker.
Yeah.
And that whole, I'm just amazed when it said the Elmore division, where you have 4 sons, he left 6,000 acres to around the area, but it's really interesting to read. I did mortgages for years, and I've seen a few abstracts, but hers goes all the way back to when he got this from the president. He served in the Revolutionary War, and he got this as a compensation for serving.
Right, but that's amazing.
I think he got it before it was even the state of Ohio. I'm not sure, I have to go back and check, but.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, and again, like, there's so much of this stuff. Like, I met a woman on Cook, and her yard was a Civil War encampment where they, she found the pots that they were cooking and buried in her yard, and there's all this stuff. So that's why I don't want to rush it. So look for this event to be like kind of October-ish, because I really want to be able to connect with a lot of people. So I'm super excited about that. Also, geeking out on my community viewing party. I'm waiting for the final day, but as you all know, I've been a big fan of the zombie house flipping family business, Clinton Township edition. So on Sale Avenue, there was a house that is featured in the show. It's going to be aired on August 1st. And so we are planning a party at Case Road Community Gardens, the newly redone Case Road Community Gardens that look amazing. It will be with fire, and they will be doing some grilling safety classes, some s'mores. We'll have an inflatable screen, 8 to 10 p.m. We're going to have some Girl Scout activities there. The Girl Scouts are coming to do some activities, and then also we are having the stars of the show that are coming from they live in Pickerington, but they're very excited, and they said they're going to come. I reached out to A&E for some swag. So we'll see if we get any of that. But I think it'll be just a really nice, fire will be there with the big inflatable screen, and we'll watch the show together. So watch for stuff coming out on that.
Is that the 10th?
I think it's the 10th or the 13th. We're deferring to the stars on that one. So we'll see what they say.
Still negotiations.
Yes. But that'll be coming out, and I'm really, really excited. It'll be a really fun night. So, okay.
Did you want to touch base on chat with the trustee on the 12th?
Yes.
With flexibility and the special edition newsletter?
Yes, with flexibility, I will be hosting a chat with the trustee along with the Franklin County engineers to talk about the upcoming projects, and just so I can get to meet some more people. That will be here. And just an informal evening. I'll probably bring Cheryl's cookies or something and just come hang out with me. And
What was the date on
the 12th, I think it's 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And then also, we have a draft But we will be doing our tri-annual, we bumped it up in the last couple meetings to a tri-annual newsletter. So we have a draft. We're really excited about this one that's gonna focus on a lot of road projects that Macy and Deborah putting together and all the things that are coming up. I did want to, we are trying to get the magnets put into this one. But because of things coming up, with mailings and being a national night out, we really want to get this out. I'm pleading with all department heads, if you have anything to add to this newsletter, please get this to Deborah. We're gonna bump up, it was a 15th deadline. I'd like to bump that up to, like this Friday, if possible. So we can get this to print, and then I have a group of my former students that will be coming in and stuffing magnets. So every township resident gets a magnet. So I'd like to get that done and off to print. So if you guys could look through this, see whatever changes you want, and please get those together at Macy by Friday.
I have a possibility item. I would like to request the board to approve the agreement with Colorado Food Collective and authorize Chief Raley to sign, subject to review and revision by legal counsel. This language is just sent to me for the meeting from me.
And as you can continue to do the food markets.
Correct.
Produce.
Yes, very important. Second.
Trustee Clark?
Yes.
Trustee Hannah?
Yes. Did legal have any other updates for you?
No.
Okay, we're doing public comments. I assume there's going to be some because we usually don't have lovely faces to look at, so who wants to go first?
Just wanted to, it sounds like we're gonna get an update in the newsletter about the construction happening. Last time I was here, we heard a 75-day estimation, and I think that we're past that. So we were wondering if we have any, estimations on when that'll be sorted out. And I see the other side of Cook has already started, but our side of Cook isn't done yet, so I'm a bit confused about that.
And those are by different,
Oh, okay.
one is City of Columbus and one is.
Well, Franklin County's overseeing, I think your 70, when you say 70 days,
Yeah.
I think that was the first phase to get
Okay.
to so much done. It's in 3 different phases.
Gotcha,
So
okay.
they had a,
happening in tandem, like one after the other.
We're blocked in.
they're trying to, it's been difficult because they have to get projects done while they couldn't do while school was in, session was
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
So since school's out, they had to get water line stuff in there. They have a timeline on all their projects, and they're pretty close to on their timeline. We have meetings here once a month, production meeting, or progress meetings. But they're gonna try to get the section done by the school done before school days.
Right, okay.
So they're kind of jumping back and forth
Yeah,
to try to get done what they can to not interfere with the school.
sure, yeah, that's fair. Okay, cool, so,
We're very excited about the updates. It's just.
yeah, don't get us
been a
wrong.
lot.
It all looks great, just
Yes.
wondering when it'll.
Right. So you guys can't get out of your driveway? Is that what you're saying?
Well, with the Elmore thing today, when I tried to go somewhere, guess what? I couldn't
Can't
turn
go
around.
there.
Turn left. Of course, I can't go down Cook.
Yeah.
I can't go down Walford.
Yeah, Elmore was
So I ended
blocked
up
today.
cutting around. I figured out a way, but it was like, it was ridiculous on Elmore.
Right.
I was just amazed that Cook you can't go through, and Elmore, they had it so. Cook, I understand, yeah, I understood the Cook thing, but then all of a sudden they did the Elmore, I thought, why didn't they start on like Vermont or? And they get Cook over, or at least Walford up, so I could go down to Paris.
Yeah. Do you have like a map of how that's gonna go?
There's,
It'll all be done tomorrow, I'm sure we'll be fine in Elmore.
Okay.
I mean, they just got out pulling up on the road today. Well, and then, in regards to that, you guys put up nice signs for no parking. could you put on there for resurfacing? We have some, not that I'm a senior, but we have some seniors that were just totally, what's going on? Why can't, what's this in front of my house? I said they're resurfacing. Then they understood, but it doesn't say resurfacing, it said temporary no parking, and they're all like, now they don't park there, which was what got me, but. Yeah. So, but that's all. And then, of course, some of the signs have fell over since then, but.
Yeah, I know the resurfacing, or the no parking signs, the contractor was obligated.
Oh, okay.
Was obligated to put them so many days in advance. Elmore and Dresden's going to be finished today. Then they'll start on the side streets in Lamont. And they say get like 2.5 streets a day on the side streets. Then once that's done, they get all the milling done, then they can start focus on full depth repairs. So they'll be spotted here and there, going down. Then the paving should be within 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks should be done. And that is a Clinton Township project,
Which one's the Clinton Township project?
the resurfacing.
The Belmont?
Yeah.
Elmore, Dresden, Lamont, the alleys over in this area.
Well, then why can't you take these things out there?
Why can't you take the bumps out?
If it's a Clinton
It has
Township.
been directed to take the speed bumps out. We got,
Well, let's do it this way. Let's put about a dozen more down there.
we have people
Put a
with more speed
dozen
bumps.
more speed bumps down there. That way, you'll slow down traffic. Well, to a certain extent. The bumps don't slow down too much at all. So let's put another dozen down Elmore. So all the other people that live down Elmore can live with all the cars that are over there, the big trucks, beating their ladders on top of the trucks in the middle of the night and everything waking you up. Let's put another dozen down through there.
We have requests for that.
You've got another one. You can't do away with them, let's put some more.
And we got requests.
We got one in front of the house and one beside the house. And they're not bashful about just banging them over the top of them.
Yep. I've watched people drive over, don't slow them down a bit.
No, no.
Stop sign, don't slow them down.
That stop sign, answer don't.
I thought you were going to stop sign down. And just let it be.
Complete drag strip.
Yeah.
Well, that's the alley now. Alley between Melrose and Walford is the, they fly down.
Yeah.
They fly down,
Yeah, we've almost got hit a few times walking our dog because.
There's a lot of kids on Elmore anymore.
Yeah, so everyone's flying down the
young
roads
children.
at 50
Riding
miles an
bicycle, letting down the
hour.
sidewalk, I mean, never know what's gonna happen. Playing out there in the street, and all go out there.
Well, hopefully when Cook gets done, they'll go Travis Cook. Hopefully when Cook Road gets done, they'll go to Cook Road and drive.
They live on Elmore, why should we
No,
go?
no, I'm talking about the cars.
I wouldn't count on it.
We had a lot of cars going down there.
It is
Oh, yeah, there's a bunch.
busy.
What was another light up? And that's.
We have to have the county engineers do a study to establish whether it warrants a light or not.
Oh, yeah, you just sit out there and watch them run the stop sign. Yeah, they don't stop the stop sign.
They won't stop the light.
They might not stop
Stop
if
the
it's in the
traffic
light
lights
sitting there.
either.
You can take a cruiser,
Yeah.
and put it on Walford, right there at that dead end street,
One at Wolford and Cook.
that'll slow everybody down.
Well, I was just gonna ask that, so where, like, Chief Jones isn't able to be here tonight, but like, if there was some time that he could dedicate to having some people, I don't know,
Park an empty cruiser there.
yeah, to like,
Put
you
an empty
know,
cruiser there.
where
They'll slow
would be
people
the
down.
ideal spots
Yeah.
to like scare
It
people?
is funny because if the cruiser does sit there,
Everybody will stop for that
everyone will
sign.
stop.
Yeah.
And as soon as that cruiser leaves,
Back there.
See it?
it's just like they know.
Right, yeah, but like Walford and Elmore would be like the most ideal spot for that?
Yeah, there's a dead end right there.
I mean, especially in Elmore, because
dead
it
end.
goes from Carl to Wolford without any interruption.
Well, they
You
don't,
can
I
get
mean,
up
right-hand
to
turn.
60 miles an hour flying down
Either
that
way.
road.
They don't care.
Yeah.
Almost had a heck of an accident the other night, Friday night.
Well, that was a policeman.
2 policemen coming down up from Cleveland Avenue, up Elmore,
Mhm.
and a car was pulling out of Walford, and the two cruisers were going like bad on it. And the front
No
cruiser,
lights.
and neither one of them had any lights on. This car pulled out in front of him, but he thought, well, the car comes up, it'll stop, right?
Right.
But luckily, the guy behind, the cruiser behind the first one put on his lights. The front one never, after they got through the light, after they got through the intersection, they shut the lights off.
They love to do that. It was Columbus. Of course it was. That's what they
We see a lot
It was
of,
Columbus.
lot of stuff there at Elmore and Walford,
Our fence has been ran through 4 times.
4 times. Oh, yeah. And
Wow.
got one fine payment out of it.
Yeah.
3 of them, they, no insurance.
Live across the street.
Everything we want.
Okay, well, we'll follow up with police on that.
I want more speed bumps. Can't take them out, book them.
All right, we'll talk to Dave about that.
You've added this to the judge.
Other kind of public comments?
I do have one.
Yes.
I'm real curious if we're gonna do anything about the fireworks. People are still setting off fireworks at midnight last night. All since June 19th, every single week, day and night, people are setting off fireworks.
Oh, yeah.
It was 2:30.
And yeah, 2:30, 3 in the morning.
So to follow up with our noise resolution, we did follow up on, so that was passed back in March. It left our desks, it left our legal, and it has been in the Franklin County courts. We did follow up yesterday with Chief McCoy, and I called the legal department, and they were going down to Franklin County to find out what the holdup is. But as of right now, our police officers, and totally correct me if I'm wrong, but our hands are tied in enforcing any kind of noise violation.
They're not allowed to just go and say, hey, you have to stop. It's after midnight.
Well, yeah,
Like, I'm not asking them to get cited, I'm
Right.
asking someone to go and
Just be
say,
like
hey,
this.
it's after midnight, can you stop? People
Yeah.
are sleeping.
I mean, they can, yeah, if you make a call, they
Right.
can go out
I
and
did call.
investigate. Yeah.
I called and talked to police officers at 1 in the morning the other night, and they refused to do anything.
Because they said there's no,
They said there's no ordinance, they can't cite anybody. And also, they wanted me to give them an address. And I was like, what do you want me to drive around the neighborhood and find who's setting off the fireworks? That's your job,
right.
to do that. You can see the fireworks going off. You can hear them.
What day was this?
It was Saturday night, I think. So this was on July 4th. And people are allowed to set off fireworks, whatever, that night, but not after midnight, let's be
Well, it
honest.
was 2 days before the 4th, because we.
No, or no, it was on the 3rd, excuse me, it was on the
Yeah.
3rd, yeah. Because we actually went and stayed at a friend's house on the 4th to try and
To
get away from
escape
the
the
fireworks.
Yeah. And as far as, I guess, you know, if they can't, is there any sort of enforcement on the types of fireworks that are being set off? Because these aren't that you can just buy at Phantom Fireworks. These are like massive, like sonic boom fireworks that people are getting somewhere.
M80s.
Oh, yeah, they said
Like,
it was,
can they not enforce the illegal fireworks aspect of it all? You know, like, these aren't razzlers that we're getting annoyed with.
Exactly. Dave, you have any idea about that? I don't
I can
know.
follow up, I don't, from talking with Mike today, I don't think there's a restriction on what you can set off. It just,
They sell those.
you're allowed to set off fireworks.
Oh, yeah.
Only on the holidays, though.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, but they're, I mean, it
That's what it
sounds
should be happening, I
like
agree.
there's a cannon
Yeah.
being shot off.
I'm just curious because it's been happening almost every night. And I know there are officers cruising, like, we have a night shift, right? So why are they not going on the weeknights and making people stop?
Right.
I can kind of answer that question because when I was growing up, I was one of those kids. Good night out the firecrackers, we always looked, oh, police are coming to stop. They don't know where it's coming from, but, and you're right, I mean, they are coming from the same place, because where we sit, it's the same, coming up the same thing. I don't know where they get the money to spend on these things.
Oh my gosh, they're
You
expensive.
can't go out, you go out 70 east, take 70 east to the fireworks place out there, and you can get the big big,
Oh, yeah, you can get the big one.
you'll get the big ones.
Get right there, get right there, right clear enough.
300 feet in the air and slow. So you
It almost
can't
sounds
get
like
them.
we're probably talking about the same houses too.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, if we're all complaining it's the same.
Well, I definitely think that, thank you, and we will look into this because I'm looking right now as to what 1.4G consumer fireworks during specific
Yeah,
holidays.
there are restrictions on the
Are
type
legal.
and
Mhm.
when they're
yeah.
allowed to set them off.
Yeah, so how about we look into this and have an answer for you by next 4th of July?
That would be great. I don't know if we'll be here, but, yeah, that'd be great.
no, okay.
We've decided we're gonna try and just leave that weekend.
Oh, okay, I thought you were
Okay.
selling, I was like,
Oh,
okay,
gosh,
okay,
no.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
No, we
We
just
might.
we just evacuate when we think that the fireworks are gonna be bad.
Yeah,
Because
I mean,
we
we
got-
can go to West Virginia and not have to listen to fireworks. so
Yeah.
that's-
Like when I went to OU and left for Halloween.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll follow up with Mike tomorrow.
Okay.
And see if we can get these police officers to kind of monitor that.
Yeah.
Try to figure out what's happening.
It would be cool if they could do a little bit.
Hopefully with the holiday over, it'll subside, but they also don't care about the holidays restrictions, so.
It will, but right now they're all on clearance.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be another couple weeks. I'm gonna go insane.
Even Walmart had the rattlers and, they had all the big things.
Even Lowe's have them.
Yeah.
I saw Lowe's
We should
have
get
them.
together for July 4th and do a rain dance.
Honestly, I would
Do it.
do that
Like
100%.
Forest Day.
All right, any other public comments? Again, if you guys have any, we'll reach out to everybody about the living history night and, yeah, thanks so much for coming though and giving us the stuff
What's
to.
up, Nick?
What do you do about people who don't cut their grass?
Look at that guy right there.
At the 30 or 40 I'm dealing with right now, this is the worst season I've seen in the 4 years I've been here.
You're right.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I have said, I probably won 35 cases for just that. And I'll see, the process is, I find it, I take photos, I make notification by mailing out the letters, and I normally give them 5 to 7 days, allowing for the mail service, and then I'll go and then, like, I have one in particular, she and I were talking about on Ferris. They went out one day and they were cutting, and I'm like, oh, cool, they're cutting it. Well, they cut some square in the yard and then just stopped. So then I'm like, okay, well, we're real in that case. So I sent them a letter, and in the meantime, I sent the letter 2 days ago, and I noticed when I went by, oh, they've cut it already. It's just, it's nonstop. And the other problem I have is they'll cut the front yard, but they won't cut the backyard. I'm like, you gotta cut the whole thing. So I'm sending letters, I'm trying to get people to comply. I've been stopping and talking to people in person and just explaining to them, take care of it. We're having a lot of problems with these are rental properties.
Oh, yeah.
They're not taking care of it. So I've talked to several property owners and just told me, look, include a lawn service in the rent. They pay the rent, but you have your own service that goes in. If it's $100 a month, you just make it inclusive of the cost of the rent. Because the property owners are the ones that would be fined if we go into municipal court. So I'm trying to approach it from that perspective and getting them to work with it. I know we've had some others that are, some elderly residents that just are not capable of doing it. And, Dave and I have tried to come up with some ideas, and there's a couple of people that locally cut lawns for people, and I'll make recommendations and give this gentleman a call. And I've had a couple successes with that. But I'm in agreement with you. This is the worst I've seen since I've been here.
Well, have we considered expanding Public Works to do lawn mowing?
They couldn't do it on
Residents.
private,
Private land.
yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they can do it on private. But that does make me think, Deborah, about our small businesses, our business directory. Maybe we include, a section where I looked on there for, where can I get my dog groomed in the township kind of thing. But maybe we include a small business and we advertise that people do lawn service. We could put them on there. We're not promoting them, we're just, maybe.
Yeah, we'll revisit that
Yeah.
idea about putting that information in the newsletter.
No, I'm just talking on the website.
Website.
Oh, on the
You could go
website?
And you could just, like, say I want somebody to remove my bees. Maybe I find a beekeeper on there, or I want to find a lawn service, or a pool guy, or whatever. So, okay. All right. Thank you very much for that.
6:45. Motion to enter into executive session per ORC 121.22 G1 to consider the investigation of charges or complaints against a public employee, licensee, official, or regulated individual. And the second one we're going to have is motion to adjourn into executives. Do we have to vote on these separate?
No, you can do it all.
Pursuant to ORC Section 121.22 G8 for the purpose of considering confidential information related to the marketing plans, specific business strategy, trade secrets, and/or personal financial statements of an applicant for economic development assistance, or to negotiate with other political subdivisions respecting requests for economic development assistance. This is to be provided or administered under Chapter 715 and/or 5709.73 of the revised code.
Second.
Trustee Clark?
Yes.
Trustee? Ms. McMahon? That's Trustee
Yes.
Gisberg?
Yes.
Anything else?
I'm gonna grab a couple of my cards. Dave, where are we going? I'm just gonna grab some cards.
Keep me apprised. Keep me apprised.
Yeah, I will. So I was just gonna say, I'm gonna hit with Dave on getting a rate
Okay.
potentially as early as tomorrow.
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah.
The market this week has been very favorable. So I
Good.
think because we're looking at like a September start.
Especially at that 4